want to share my company's typical day using ZenMaid. The first part of our day, pretty much every day, is dealing with burning fires, which means either a client is canceling the appointment for the day or a cleaner is calling in. And when you have a staff of 30, you are having call-ins every single day. It is just part of our system. So right away, my managers and I are in the app on our phone at home before we even get in front of a computer. And the app is so user-friendly, we are able to see what appointments that cleaner was on, who else has the availability, and we're rearranging and discussing and game planning amongst ourselves, of course, what we should be doing, how we should be rearranging things. And luckily, we could be pulling client contact information right from the app. So if we want to be texting them from our phones or just wait until we get into the office and do that, that is going to be the first thing every single day is we are in the app at our house, not even at the office yet. Once we're in the office and we have dealt with or at least game planned our burning fires, i.e. somebody calling in or a client canceling, we are then going to be emailing and texting clients, pulling that information from ZenMaid for the contacts, and looking at our schedule to see what can be done to be rearranged if necessary. When it comes to the view that we use, we are usually using like the monthly or weekly view, but we are filtering it by only the cleaners that we need to see, which makes it very convenient because we have a lot of staff, so we like to just filter the ones that we're looking at only. So it makes it very easy for us to see where we can move things, and utilizing the spot finder whenever necessary if we need to rearrange the actual reoccurring appointment or finding a new appointment slot for somebody if that is at a request. So a lot of times the first hour or so is rearranging things, making it work. And again, because it's all online, doing this by paper would be a nightmare. The next thing we're doing in ZenMaid is going to be updating any client notes for either the client as a whole or just that specific appointment, so our cleaners have the accurate information they need. So if any emails came in with notes for that day's cleaning or the following cleaning that's coming up, we're taking that email and information or text or whatever, and we're putting that into the client notes so that the cleaner has access to them. And again, it may be just for that one appointment that day, something specific like don't clean the office this time or whatever. It may be something that going forward, this is a note that is going to make any cleaner's day easier if they go to that client. So that's a big part for us, is keeping very updated and detailed notes across the board so that the cleaner can be successful. On to lead management and marketing. We are taking a look at all of the bookings that came in the prior day, and those are going to be in our pending bookings, and we're taking that information and creating estimates off of that. And we have really streamlined this process. It's very quick for us, and ZenMaid actually has estimate email templates if you want to do it right in there. We do it in our Outlook just so that we have everything in our Outlook. However, all of the information we would ever need, it's coming in because of our booking form. So we're taking that, we're sending out estimates, we are looking at the prior day's bookings that came through, and we're doing follow-up on them if we haven't heard back from them yet. So it all is marketing and lead management related. And then I am also looking at the marketing source and tracking that, so I can say, okay, you can pull the report right in ZenMaid of where are the leads coming from. So you can say, is the money I'm spending on advertising worth it? Are the leads coming in from where I thought they would? So it's very, very useful when it comes to reporting as well. In the beginning, one of the key things that I was checking on ZenMaid's app was when I was out cleaning and I had other cleaners, I was so nervous that they were not going to show up and clock into work, which obviously happened a lot. I was literally on my app while I was at my cleanings and making sure that people were clocking in to the jobs they were supposed to be at. Since I was not physically there, I was at another job site. So that was giving me a ton of reassurance that everybody was where they were supposed to be. But because without that GPS clocking in, I don't know, I'm just trusting them. And I'm a big fan of trust but verify. So nowadays we are looking at this in the office, making sure that everybody is clocking in. Usually it's about halfway through the day. We're like, okay, that's when we're starting to do our first round of invoicing because we have so many appointments in the day. That's what we're just double checking that everybody's clocking in, or adding the note if they forgot to clock in of what time they got in and out of each job. A huge part of our usage of ZenMaid from a daily perspective is going to be booking new appointments and rearranging appointments per the request of clients that come in. Hey, I need to move my Thursday appointment to Friday. Do you have any openings? Or we are adding a new client and adding their first time clean. We're updating any notes, and then we are using the templates in ZenMaid to auto create a appointment confirmation or appointment cancellation or anything like that, and we're sending that off to the client. And again, then we have the record of it right in ZenMaid of when that was sent, which is really useful, especially when we are perhaps needing to call out a client because they said that we did not communicate something to them, and we got the email and text reminder documentation to show, no, these actually did go out, you just didn't look at them. So that's really helpful too. That's a big part of our day, is adding appointments, rearranging the schedule to make it work. So it just makes it so easy to do all of that. So we're at the end of the day and it is time to start billing your customers. And ZenMaid makes this very easy for us to visually see who has been billed and who has not. As we are sending an invoice or charging a card, we're then changing the status of each appointment to completed. And this allows if one of us has to step away from invoicing or another one has to pick it up, we're not missing billing somebody because we're marking them as completed. It's very easy to see. It is crossed out, that is completed. You can also integrate ZenMaid when it comes to billing customers with Square or Stripe so that it can be done right in the app. And again, you can see what people are being charged, what their payment style is. It makes it very, very convenient. In addition, because ZenMaid integrates with so many apps, if you want to use something like QuickBooks Online, which is what we use for our bookkeeping software, it integrates very nicely so you aren't having to repetitively add, say, customer information or anything like that. So that is how we handle payments.